friends. My name is Steve, and this is Steve Talks Books and Stuff. Welcome to my weekly update. On my weekly updates, I like to just talk about what I've been reading, what I plan to read, stuff that's happening on the channel, live streams, conversations, things like that. And also, I want to hear what you've been up to. Let me know down below what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're listening to, so we can kind of compare notes and interact. So let's start with books. Last week, I finished Birthday Treat by Anthony Self. This is a dystopian future type of book, and the story revolves around a few different characters that live in a society where they have a social credit system, and the government picks one person every year on their birthday, randomly, to have a birthday treat. And what the birthday treat is, they give you 24 hours that you are free to commit any crime within reason. You can't commit mass murder. It has to be on a smaller scale. So you can commit a crime with no punishment, and if you, after those 24 hours of your birthday, choose not to cash in your birthday treat, then you automatically enter into a TV show called Hunted TV. It's a reality TV show. It's kind of like, what everyone stands around talking about at work. A lot of people are glued to the TV. They're watching it constantly because you're equipped with a camera and a suit, and everyone hunts you. So the government is chasing you, and they give you 5 days to survive after your birthday if you don't use your birthday treat. So the whole nation watches you be hunted, and because they have a social credit system in the government, in the society, if people who have a low credit score want to bump up their score or want a reward, they also are hunting you. So there's these gangs, groups of people that go out, and they're kind of like bounty hunters, and they try and catch you. So it's a story there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to how the world works and how everything came to be. But there's a lot of detail in the world and how things work, and it was really thought out. So it was really well done. I did give this 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. I have a review coming later this week for this book specifically, but I really enjoyed it. It's a great book, and it was a nice change of pace from the stuff I've been reading. So that's nice to get it kind of mix things up a little bit. So after Birthday Treat, I started The Wastelands by Stephen King. We are having the Dark Tower read-along right now, and we have a meetup next Saturday, I believe, on Stacy's channel. Stacy's All Booked. She'll be hosting that read-along, so it is open to whoever wants to join. We do have some spots open, so if someone wants to jump on and talk about The Wastelands with us, let us know. All of our stuff is on our forum. I'll leave the link down below, but you can RSVP for events there. So The Wastelands, I'm about 250 pages in, and it's okay. There's something that really bothers me that I really get bored with in books is when someone's traveling for a long time. So when someone's traveling and they're just kind of, it just kind of drags for me. So I did enjoy the second book a lot more than the first one. And this one's okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm kind of waiting for things to start coming together, and there are things happening, and you can tell that there's little sprinkles of what's the bigger picture maybe, but I'm not there yet. Like I said, I don't hate it. It's fine. It's just not, I'm just not crazy about it. So it's tough when you have a book that's 600 pages long that you're kind of like, well, it's okay. But I have faith that over the course of the 8 or 9 books or whatever it is, I forget, that it'll all make sense and it'll all be worth it. I am also reading Peel Back and See by Mike Thorne. It is a short story collection, horror short stories, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I haven't gotten too much, haven't had too much progress on this one this week just because it's been kind of crazy. So, but I am enjoying it, and I do have Mike on the 29th on the Friday conversation. So I'm trying to finish it by then. Thankfully, it's not a really thick book, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, I also started this week because we had our 24-hour readathon. We kicked off with some reading sprints, and those of you who stuck around on the reading sprints for The Shining, it was late. I get really tired, and we were having some Red Bull vodkas as we were reading just for fun. So at the end of that stream, we got a little. We had a little fun game where we would have a horror movie title, and you replace one word in the horror movie title with the word ass. So you'd replace that one word to make it a porno movie title. So some of the submissions were Asferatu, The Hills Have Ass. There's some other ones. It was just our 12-year-old selves came out, and it was just a dumb fun time. So we had a blast. But for those of you who watched that, yeah, it got a little crazy, but it was fun. So those are fun. It's kind of nice just to let loose once in a while and have a good laugh. So I am reading The Shining. I did start it Friday night, and of course I am using my bookmark that I accidentally pulled out of my book as I was picking it up just now. So I'll find my place. But this is from Christina's Etsy shop, NWReader. So I will leave that link down below. She has a great shop, and I have some other goodies I want to show off here in a minute from Christina that was very, very nice of her to do. But for this book, for The Shining, we did start it. I think I'm about 50 pages in. I didn't get too far in it. It's a pretty thick. It's not too thick, but it's on the thicker side. I probably won't make a whole lot of progress on this one until next month, because the end of this month is just crazy. It's kind of wild. So I'm going to be reading The Shining. It's just I won't be really chipping away at it like I normally chip away at my books. So my goal for the day is to read as much of The Wastelands as I possibly can. I hope to finish it today or tomorrow, and today's Sunday, so I hope by tomorrow I hope to finish it. After I finish The Wastelands, I'll be getting into Bram Stoker's Dracula. And we are reading this together as a group, and we are having a meetup on Stacy's channel on the 30th of October. We are also having a meetup for the Dracula TV show right after that. So we were watching the Dracula TV show on Netflix. I think it's 3 or 4 episodes long, and we're also having a meetup for the book. So if anyone wants to join us, I think we may be close to being full on that one, but there may be a spot or two left. So if you are interested, let us know or check on our forums. Right after that, so I have to get started on Dracula early because I wanted to take the last week of October to read this. So we're reading this one together, and it's our book of the month. So we'll be reading House of Leaves and having a discussion on October 31st to discuss it. And there are rumors that we may have a costume. You may have to be in costume when you come to that meetup. So I'm not sure if that's really going to happen or if that was just people talking, but yeah, so that's I'm excited for that because I've heard so many great things about this one. I heard it's really scary, and it is big, but there's a lot of pages that don't have much on them. So I am hopeful that it won't be too tough of a read. I hope I can finish this in a week because I'm not the fastest reader. So it helps that it's not wall-to-wall text. Last Friday night for the Friday conversation, I had Nicholas Kaufman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Nicholas came on to talk about his new book, The Hungry Earth, and we had a great conversation about fungi and spores, and it was just really, really interesting. He did some research for his book, The Hungry Earth. It's a horror book, and he had done some research, so he came and we talked about fungi for about half an hour. It was just a really fun conversation, and I had been having a kind of a one of those weeks, and so he really was just the perfect guest at the perfect time, just because he had so much to talk about. He said before we went live, he said, "Well, I don't want to babble too much for you," and I said, "No, go for it, because that's what I shoot for. That's what I hope to accomplish with the guests." So no, it was a really fun time. Had a lot of laughs. My cheeks hurt after from laughing so much. So we talked about fungus, we talked about writing, about horror, about movies, we talked about video stores and movie theaters and the pandemic, and just really wide range of topics. It was a really good time. And coming up next week, next Friday, I have the Reading and Writing Life on, the booktuber, so I'm excited for that. I like talking to other booktubers to kind of compare notes and see what their process is, and kind of see, why do you have a channel at all? It's really interesting to me to hear everyone's different reasons and what everyone likes to take out of it and what their goals are. It's fun to have those chats. So come by and chat with us next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also next weekend, I have 2 author conversations planned. They won't be live streams, but they'll be pre-recorded, and then I'll release them during the week. The first one is with Lex Jones, the author of Whistling Past the Graveyard and many other books. So I'm chatting with him on Saturday, and then I am chatting with Catherine McCarthy on Sunday, the author of Myths and Megaliths, one of my favorite horror books of the year. So I'm really, really excited for both of those. I know I've been trying to talk with Lex and with Catherine McCarthy for a long time. We planned it like 2 months in advance just because of the time differences and things. So looking forward to it. Those will be released the following week after I have a chance to edit them and upload them and all that fun stuff. So they won't be live, but they'll still be there for everyone to check out. And then, of course, I'll have them on the podcast if you prefer audio. Also, this week, to my shock, I passed 500 subscribers somehow. I'm not sure how that happened, but I want to thank all of you for your support and for your shout outs and for your comments and subscriptions and all that fun stuff. I never thought I'd even get this far. I thought maybe 200 if I'm lucky. So I'm very, very grateful for all of you who come by and watch and interact and make comments and things like that. So it's more than I thought I would get. So thank you so much to all of you. And I've thought about doing a Q&A, like a live stream Q&A, or maybe an assumptions about me, or I don't know, something fun. So let me know down below what you all think, what would work for you, and if that's something that you'd be interested in participating in, or what that is, or what you think about it. So let me know down below what your thoughts are, but I want to thank you all for your support. So it's been a pretty busy week. This last week at work was pretty hectic because the person I'm replacing, because had a promotion about 2 months ago, and the person that I'm replacing has been training me to take over for him, and he leaves next week. So things are kind of getting down to the wire of have to get some things done, have to get, kind of pick his brain a little bit more. And so it's been really hectic and lots of stuff going on. We also had a concert that my family went to, which was the Dave Matthews Band on Tuesday. I did post some clips of that on my Vero account, but it was a fun time. I forgot what it's like to go to a live show. It's been a minute, so it was pretty fun. The parking sucked, but other than that, it was pretty fun. And also this week we went to see Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and my son wanted to watch that, so we went. And it's been a little bit since I've been to the theater too, but I'm not a huge fan of that movie, but it's fun to get out and kind of hang out and eat some popcorn and have a drink. So that's been my week in a nutshell. Thank you all for coming by and saying hello. I did mention last week that I went for a mountain bike ride and I had some GoPro footage for my ride. I did post that on my mountain biking channel that hadn't been updated for almost 8 months. So it's been a long while. I've been neglecting that channel because I've just been busy. But so that's there if anyone is interested in seeing it. If you want to chat with me or with our little group of friends, we are on the forums on creepingdeath.org. Register there and see what kind of shenanigans we're getting into. That's where we plan all of our bookish shenanigans, and we have all our meetups planned there. All of our stuff is on the calendar there, so if you're interested, you can see all the dates and times and RSVP for a spot, or you can just go there and chat with us about books and entertainment, sports, or whatever's going on in your life. And before I go, I want to give a quick mention again to Christina from Northwest Reader. She, I had mentioned I had a really long week, and I was kind of dragging, to the weekend and kind of dragging through the weekend. And yesterday, I received a little card in the mail, and it was from Christina. She sent a little card, and I was so excited because I saw these on Twitter. She had posted some on Twitter that she was working on these, so I was really, really excited because as all of you know, we recently watched Midnight Mass and had a live stream discussion for it, and she sent a little sticker. Let's see if I can get that to focus. A little sticker of from Midnight Mass, another little card. If I can get that to focus, it's not cooperating. But really, really awesome. And it was one of those times when you're having kind of a bad day or you're kind of like dragging, and then you get something like that out of the blue. It just kind of peps you up. So really, really great. And I want to thank Christina again, and I'll leave her Etsy shop down below. If you'd like to connect with me, I am on Vero. I post most of my personal stuff. I post bookish and non-bookish stuff on Vero. It's kind of my catch-all. You can catch me on Twitter, where I post 99% book stuff on there if you want to follow me there. Or like I said, on our forum, you can come and join and chat with us there. I use Voxer once in a while, not too often, but I have an account, so if you use Voxer, let me know. That's it for me. Thank you all for coming by and saying hello, and thank you again for your support and for coming by and watching. Let me know down below what you're up to this week. What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you listening to? I'm curious. I like to hear about what you all are up to and like to chat and interact. Hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.